What up, B Squad? What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season number 8, episode 4. This episode is titled In a Pickle, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss The Real Housewives of Potomac, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode right here, it was so ridiculously stupid. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to deal with this, especially if we stick with this storyline that we're on. I just don't understand it. But I thought this episode was so dumb, like ridiculously dumb. Like, I don't understand what we. I don't understand, you guys. I just really don't get it. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we open up the episode with Nneka, you guys. So we see Nneka. She picked up her husband Ike from the airport, right? And so we find out that Ike is a travel doctor. One thing positive that I will say about Ike, those pictures that they showed of him, very handsome guy. So while they're in the car, Karen gave her a phone call to invite her to pickleball. Y'all know pickleball has become all the rage, and I don't know the first thing about pickleball. That was one thing that I could agree with Nneka on was, what the hell is pickleball, right? Now, Nneka brings up this whole situation about now, mind you, she said Wendy's sister, Ivy, called her cousin-in-law to basically say that Nneka is going around and using Wendy's name. Keep that in mind. It's the cousin-in-law. It's the cousin who says that it was Nneka, Wendy's sister, Ivy. Remember that? Remember that it's Ivy, her sister. Now, what I do think is Nneka came into this season with an ulterior motive. I also feel like maybe she had previously spoke with Zelle, Ashley, Robin. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but it's what is giving me that she may have spoken with them and they concocted this dumbass storyline because it just doesn't make any sense. Now, she also lets us know that Ike and Eddie knew each other. They went to school together. Now, she didn't say that they were friends with each other. They went to school with each other. And now there's a whole new issue because of the fact that after Wendy's sister Ivy called her cousin-in-law and said what she said, then allegedly Ike went and nope, not Ike. Eddie went and unfollowed Ike on social media. I was like, girl, what the fuck is this dumb shit? Jesus Christ. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Robin. So we see Robin, she and Giselle, they are having lunch with each other, right? And did I notice that the little waiter was flirting with Giselle? Because that man was flirting with her. They both were wondering if he's older than Jason or younger than Jason. Robin feels like he's younger than Jason. Turns out he is younger than Jason. The young man is 28 years old, right? So both Robin and Giselle are talking about their kids. I think Robin's boys are hurting themselves. One has, something with his ACL and stuff. Meanwhile, Giselle's kids, Grace, is that girl's name? I don't know what that child's name is. One of her oldest daughter, is getting ready to go off to college, right? And so they did talk about pickleball as well. And, Giselle asked Robin, was Juan coming to pickleball? And she said, yeah, but he doesn't want to talk to Karen. And I was like, what has Karen done? Like, this is getting ridiculous to me. I was so confused. I was like, what did Karen do to Juan? Nothing. Are you trying to say that Juan is upset about the fact that Karen said that he hugged her too tight? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. But let Robin tell it. Juan doesn't want to talk to Karen. So then Giselle brings up the fact that she and Robin had gone to Atlanta to do a live show of that boring ass podcast, right? And while they were in Atlanta, I guess Juan must have went up to Giselle and, had some things to say to Giselle. Once again, Robin, if Robin wants to keep her head buried in the sand at this point, when it comes to Juan, that is fine by me. I don't care. If she likes it, I love it. Let her do her. That is her marriage. If she wants to be willfully blind and obtuse, then it is what it is. I don't really give a damn. My bad, y'all. I had a piece of phlegm in my throat that was choking the hell out of me. Like, that shit was choking me. Now, Robin, this is why I say I wonder if the girls got together in the off season to talk about this, because Robin was way too gleeful to sit here and regurgitate this conversation that she had with Ineka about Wendy. Like, when I tell you her face was lit up like a Christmas tree, lit up. I was like, lady, what is your problem? I just didn't get it. I don't like this I just don't like this storyline. I don't like where we're going. So we now get away from colorism to go to talk about religion. It is never, Potomac, I don't know what Potomac needs to do to get off of this dark, desolate road that it's on, because it's on a dark ass road at this point, and I don't know what needs to be done to combat that. I don't know if I know that the young lady who's been on Carlos King's podcast, she called for an overhaul, right? And saying like, keep Karen and keep Candace. I don't know. I really don't know what needs to be done. They don't reprimand the women, and that's the problem. Like, I really, as much as I know people like Robin, and I don't necessarily just dislike Robin like that, right? But what I will say is there is some inconsistencies when it comes to Housewives. Y'all demoted, and I'm bringing this up one more time, and it's going to probably be the last time I bring it up, but they demoted Kenya on season 10 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She didn't come back for season 11 because of her getting married. But then you have Robin, who did get married on the show, but then she went on her podcast and revealed that Juan had an affair. Well, I think he had an affair. The woman in Canada. She revealed that but then y'all reward her by bringing her back for season 8. So it just goes to tell these women that, hey, y'all don't have to tell us everything that goes on in your life. Just give us bits and pieces. But they signed up for reality TV, and we're supposed to see your real reality. And with Robin, we don't see her real reality. Like, that's my problem. That's a little bit of my problem. But it is what it is. You guys feel free to let me know what you guys think. But I just realized that she took a lot of glee in talking about this situation, and it's like, why are y'all so quick to believe this? Has Wendy's mama ever said anything like that to any of you guys? If she hasn't, why do you guys feel like she would say this to somebody that she doesn't necessarily 100% know? And I did see on Twitter last night where people were like, well, Wendy keeps saying that she doesn't know her. And Neka said the same thing, that she doesn't know Wendy, that she met her at a concert and another event, but she doesn't know her personally to have an issue with her. I want y'all to keep that same energy. And I'm not saying this, I don't dislike Wendy. I don't dislike Wendy, but I'm not the biggest fan of Wendy at the same time, right? So Wendy and her are both saying the same thing, but we'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. All right, guys, so next up we got Candace. So Candace mama, Mino Dot, she's in town visiting. And when I saw Candace and go sit outside, I was fine with them sitting outside until I saw where that table was. I'm like, girl, that table is damn near in the woods. Like, no. Run that back. We're not going to do that. So Candace is talking to her mom about the tour and how much money she spent last year. And she's talking about the fact that she can't spend that amount of money this year. And that, Chris is basically let her know that. So then, her mom asked her, how was Chris doing? What is Chris doing? So Chris is doing private events and he is still teaching classes. Let's pause with this part right here, you guys. So, did you guys see that the young lady who previously came out and did the interview on Tasha K, right? Where she was talking about the fact that Chris had slid in her DMs. She had news of Chris. She was pregnant by Chris and she had an abortion. Remember, I knew that was a lie. And she said that because how I knew it was a lie was she came from New Jersey, allegedly to Oklahoma, to have an abortion. If you guys know anything about the southern states, most of them have strict abortion rules. Oklahoma, Texas, Florida. I don't know about Georgia, but I know down south we have very strict abortion rules, and Oklahoma is one of them. Oklahoma and Texas, I think, have Oklahoma, Texas, and Florida, if I'm not mistaken, have the most strenuous abortion laws. But yeah, the young lady 100% lied, and she posted it on social media that she lied, and I was like, Now I know a lot of people are saying that Candace and Chris should sue her, but for me personally, I don't necessarily know if that's the case. I don't know. I don't know if Candace and Chris should sue that woman. One, she doesn't. I don't think she has anything worth suing for. I will just let this go. Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm not talking to you. Yes, I know it's defaming Chris's character, and like I said last season, I'm gonna say it again this season. I legitimately hate getting on this camera and defending a white man. Nothing personal against Chris, but nothing personal at all against Chris. I just kind of don't like doing that, but it is what it is. When you got to defend right when it's right and wrong when it's wrong. And that was wrong. I did see, I don't remember where I saw it at, but allegedly this young lady is saying that Giselle was behind this plot. I just thought it was odd from the jump. But hey, again, I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and opinions on that. Now, back to the episode. So, Mean Ass Dot was asking Candace about, she and Robin. She feels like Robin and Candace should talk to each other. And I was like, okay. I mean, I get where she's coming from, that they should talk to each other. But for me, I don't 100% know that I would want to have a conversation with Robin. Yes, she defended Chris last season, but it's like Pinky and the Brain never check each other unless it's dealing with something with them. Because you see how Robin is now that Giselle has her 2 cents about the situation with she and Juan. She wants to chime in and speak up. But anybody else, you ain't got nothing else to say. I think it's funny. I do like the fact that Candace's mama told her, like, don't hold on to it and don't hold on to it and don't let it fester, right? I agree with that. If you see Robin, be like, you know what, Robin, I feel a way about the fact that all last season, instead of you defending my husband or saying, Giselle, you talking about that, Chris doing this, you don't have a man at home that is going out and paying for hotel rooms for bitches. And again, I do believe that something happened, but he vehemently denies it. If he wants to deny it, then we're gonna let him stay in that lane of denying it. Robin, if you believe it, you're a fool. But hey, if you like it, then I definitely love it. That's all I got to say. Let's pause here, you guys, and we're gonna wrap up this episode, you guys. All right, you guys. So we get over to the pickleball event. One thing about the one thing that I found funny about the pickleball event was the fact of when Karen. So this was basically a couples event, right? So when Giselle showed up and she did not have what's his name, Jason, with her, Karen clocked that, and Karen was like she was basically comparing it to Jamal, and how you remember how she used to say Jamal was in the phone. She said Jason ain't even in the phone. I was like, Jason ain't nowhere to be found. Giselle did say in that scene that Jason is not her boyfriend. I was like, girl, I think that the viewing public knows that Jason isn't your boyfriend, but for the sake of playing along with this show, it is what it is. Do I really care? Not really. So, like I said, everyone showed up. Candace came, but Chris didn't come because they thought the event was later in the day. You guys, I still don't understand what pickleball is because it looks like pickleball looks to me like tennis mixed with ping pong. That's what it looks like to me. But I know that's not what it is. But that's just what it looks like to me. So, when Candace came, Giselle didn't speak to her. Am I mad that Giselle did not speak to Candace? Not really, but I thought it was hilarious because Giselle is in her feelings about them reads that Candace provided to her at the reunion with her white looking ass. I didn't forget about it, but when I saw it again, I cracked up laughing. You guys can feel how you want to feel. I don't give a fuck. When Robin showed up, she didn't speak to Candace either. But the question that I have was, Robin, what the fuck was that outfit? It was sheer, and then at the bottom, I'm looking at your ass that you don't have, and your hoo-ha is damn near out. I was like, Robin, are you putting this out for Juan? Because I don't think that he is biting that bait. But go on here, girlfriend. Set yourself off. Now, Karen, I know what Karen was trying to do by putting the ladies in a group together. Because on one side, now again, here's another question about pickleball. Anybody that plays it, is it a multiplayer sport, or is it like tennis, or is it like tennis and ping pong, right? Because even with ping pong, it's back and forth with two people. Even with tennis, you can do singles and you can do doubles. But the way Karen set this shit up was, it was on one side, it was Hey Arnold Stewie, Saturn's Rings, and herself, and I believe, no. I think it was those three. I know Kiana was there, but I don't think she participated. On one side, so let me remember. Oh, it was Candace, Giselle, Ashley, and Karen on one side. Then on the other side, it was Mia, Robin, Ineka, and Mia. I think that's how it was. I believe that's what it was. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it was. And I know what Karen was trying to do. She was trying to foster communication between them, but I don't know if this was. I think that there's too much. I think there's too much for these women to foster any kind of conversation at this point, because Candace feels a way about the things that Saturn's Rings, aka Giselle, did to her last season, rightfully so. She don't fuck with Ashley at all, rightfully so. Then on the flip side, with Wendy, she don't fuck with Mia because Mia threw a fucking drink on her, and then Robin is just a big bully and a big bull, So I don't know. And then Ineka, I feel like with Ineka, I think Ineka came into this show with an ulterior motive. I honestly do. I feel like Ineka came into this show having ulterior motives this season, and I think we're seeing them play out. But you guys tell me what you think. Also, Ineka, sweetie pie, honey bunches of oats. You talking about Wendy's mama submitting your name to a shrine. What we need to submit is, I need someone to submit for you to this makeup that you wear and this wig that's affixed to your head. I want someone to submit for that to be discontinued, because the makeup is way too light. You're not like that makeup is not for your skin tone. That wig is horrendous and atrocious. Number two. So yeah, let's submit for those to be discontinued, my love. That's what needs to be submitted. Is submit that shit for discontinuation. That's what I need to happen. We need to discontinue whoever makes your wigs and whoever does your makeup. Discontinue all of that. And we'll be fine. Not really, because I've we're up episode 4 now, and we met her 2 episodes ago. I think I can solidly say at this point that Ineka is not for me. I don't think that I'm going to like Ineka. I just don't think I'm going to like her. I really knew that I didn't like her when she said this thing about her name. That was what solidified it for me that you are a pick me, and I was like, no. You if you Here's the thing, when it comes to people and your name, you tell people how to pronounce your name. You don't let people call you by the wrong name. I just That's my biggest pet peeve. Don't call me by the wrong name. If you call me by the wrong name, then I'm not gonna respond to you. Like, you're not gonna get anything out of me. So that's that's that for me. But yeah. Aneka, like I said, she gives very much big ass pick me energy. Again, I want you guys to tell me if you agree, disagree, your thoughts, your feelings, good, bad, or indifferent. And then after that, so like I said, the ladies were playing, but then they sat down to eat. I think Kiana, oh no, so Kiana wasn't there when they were playing pickleball. She came after they started playing pickleball. That's what it was. So Ashley and actually before that, Karen was thanking everybody for coming, right? And she made mention to the fact that she and Robin are not in a good space. And Robin and Juan got in their feelings because she mentioned her. I was like, all she was saying was thank you for coming because you didn't have to come because you and I are not necessarily in a good space right now. Robbie, you just wanted to make a moment and you just wanted somebody to talk about you. Girl, sit your ass the fuck down. So then Ashley and Aneka were talking about this whole situation about the Osu stuff, and I really want to stop talking about that. I really want us to leave that alone because I did see somebody say that that stuff came up in season 5 when Wendy first joined the show, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" So y'all are coming at us with something from 2019, and we are in 2020. At this time, y'all filmed this. This was y'all filmed this in 2023. Like, get the fuck out of here, Ashley. Take your raggedy ass on somewhere. Um, so Candace asked Enneka and asked Wendy, are y'all in a good space with each other? And they both said, well, I don't know. They both said, I don't know her well enough to have an issue with her. And Enneka was like, you're just repeating what I said. Wendy was like, no, I don't have an issue with you because I don't know you like that. So there's no reason for me to have an issue. So then she decides to say, well, Wendy, your sister called my cousin and, you were on the other line. Then she flipped back and said, your mother called my cousin and said she submitted my name to a shrine. And I'm just like, so which one is it, man? Because you just literally flipped your stories. So which one is it? Because I was hella fucking confused when she said that. I was like, so did her sister call your cousin-in-law or did her mama call your cousin-in-law? Inquiring minds would love to know because I'm kind of stumped at this point. So also production, she called Wendy a bitch at one point, and production Wendy showed her receipts. So production showed a screenshot of the phone call, and if you guys go to my Twitter, I actually took a screenshot of it. So if you guys have an iPhone, with the iPhone, when you put someone's contact in your phone, like let's say for me with JB, right? If you put me as JB in your phone, my initials are going to come up as J, or it'll come up as J for my first name. But if you put J as my first name and B as my last name, then it'll be JB. And vice versa, unless you have someone's picture. But in this one, it said, I don't know if that was an I or if that was an O, but Wendy's mama's name is Susan. And I was like, so I think y'all are lying at this point. I think that somebody's lying. And I believe that it is O Enneka. Because I caught the inconsistencies in what she said. And then the phone call was only 9 minutes. I was like, so in a 9-minute phone call, her mom was able to say that she's going to submit your name to a shrine? Okay, I mean, I guess stranger things have happened, but whatever. I just found that kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. Then after that, Juan managed to knock over he knocked over the food. I was like, damn. So at one point, Wendy pulled Mia to the side to have a conversation with her, and although I agree with Robin about the fact that Wendy was deflecting, girl, you're the last person to talk about deflection. The last person to talk about deflection. Then at the end of the episode, Ineka and Ike Turner, they want to get into an argument. Now, he told her to shut up at one point. I was like, well, damn. They got into it with Wendy and Eddie. More specifically, Eddie over who unfollowed who on fucking Facebook. I was like, I know you fucking lying to me. We are arguing about Facebook. How the fuck old are we? Who the uses Facebook? I was like, oh my God. Please get this shit off of my television screen expeditiously. That is the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, please stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.